Good afternoon. This is Dan Castle here and Rich Santucci here at Ryan's Family Amusements. We are here for a Class B match today. Two great bowlers are going to be bowling. In front of you is Glen Gill on the left. He's visiting Mike Capone on the right. And without further ado, we'll go into averages and standings momentarily. But gentlemen, shake your hands. Yep. And the next ball is live.
Here we go. I think they both bowl out of Millis too.
Both bowlers out of Millis.
Yep,
so
it doesn't affect home. Home doesn't matter at this point.
No, home versus visitor
doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter.
Is really just for purposes
of
bowling.
If you went like CPL and Millis, it'd be different because CPL is a little harder, but they both bowl out of the same house, so there's no really advantage for anybody.
So Glenn used to bowl against me frequently at Fairway in Natick years ago. Yep, I'll tell you about that more as we go along. Yeah. So with the first ball of the match,
Glenn,
our visiting bowler starts out with a head pin hit, and we'll notate those as we go along.
Yep.
And an 8-drop, just the 6-10 left with wood in front of it. I missed this last night. I had almost the exact same lead.
The wood too?
The wood came off the wall and didn't hit the 10.
Did you get it? Yes.
But it worked for Glenn. That's a spare to start the match. And the guys did not actually start the score sheet, so...
We already got a correction already.
Yeah, we got corrections to start with, so...
maybe they didn't set it right.
No, they didn't hit the red button to start
the game. Yeah, they
didn't
hit the red button.
I said bowl when ready, and then after I threw the ball...
Yep. Oh, well, hey.
The whole time we were warming up, it wasn't in practice mode.
Yeah, who knows what's going on.
Practice mode, yeah.
I think all of us guys here prefer paper scoring. And, which we're going to do as we're going along. So
yeah, I grew up with that. Of course, we didn't have computers when we were kids.
No, we didn't.
Well, they did that. They had that projection screen, with the little white
that's what we had in Natick. Yeah,
yellow. Yeah, Natick had them. Yeah, little white pencils.
And then if somebody got it wrong, you could yell at the guy keeping score.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
But we have a pin in the channel there. There's a pin in the channel to clear up.
The
so while he's doing that, just to refresh everybody's memory, if you haven't watched the Atlanta Candlepin Singles Tour before, the format here is a 5-string match.
Yep, 5 strings.
We'll do 5 boxes at a time.
Yep, 2 points for each win. Whoever has the highest total for the one game gets 2 points. And here we go again. The pin. They did it Wednesday too. They were falling like crazy.
6 pin. What
happened? Yeah, no,
6 pin.
No, it was every other pin because maybe the pin might be broken. Could be cracked.
It's a round thing. So the bowlers are awarded 2 points for each game they win.
Yep.
And 4 points for total. So a total of 14 will be awarded, and that goes towards standings. And speaking of standings, where are our guys right now?
Yeah, Glenn his record is 48-22.
And that's in points.
Yeah, and Mike is 12-16. He's only bowled 2 matches, but he's got 12-16.
So this is week 2 technically on the schedule, but they've been bowling out of order.
Well, Glenn's bowled a lot of matches, more than Mike has.
Yeah. All right, on the fill now. Glenn is coming up on lane 21 here.
You try to get as much as you can because you don't want to get behind. Ooh, a 3.
Went over to the 4 pin, took 3 out. So 13 to start. And he's got the double row there, the 4 horsemen plus the 259. I made this. I see that a lot because I go off the side.
Yeah, it happens all the time. Hitting that 1-3 pocket, boom.
Well, the 5 and the 9 stuck around, and there's some ugly looking wood there, so he'll have an open box to in box 2.
Kind of a tough wood there. Yeah, Glenn. I guess Glenn.
In the ocean, didn't catch any fish, so an 8 box.
I guess Glenn has, he bowled a long time ago, but he took like 10 years off or something.
He did. It was kind of funny because I was down here bowling practice one day, and he came up to me, recognized me.
Oh, did he?
And it took me a second. Oh, yeah, I remember you.
From Natick, right?
Yeah, we bowled in the Natick men's league on Monday nights.
Yep. Yeah, I bowled there too. Maybe I knew you too, because I bowled with Reggie DeLine, the legend, Reggie DeLine, as he says, but I bowled a long time ago with Tom O'Brien.
I remember
back in the 90s. I don't know what.
No, it was. I would say early 2000s.
Yeah.
So great attempt on that spare.
Yeah, I know it was a good attempt,
but
good try.
Just brushed the 4 pin, so no spare on that.
10 bucks.
And there's a 10. So Glenn is currently at 31 after 3.
Yep.
So Glenn was part of a team that was called the Alien Nation in those years.
Alien Nation?
Yep, and we were all, my team was a bunch of guys who were relatively new to bowling, most of us. And head pin hit left with a 3-6-7.
That's 4 to 5 on the head pins. I mean, 3 out of 4 so far on the head pin hit.
A lot of splits so far.
Yeah, yeah.
So marking splits too. On a spare attempt. Oh, makes it. Beautifully done. Takes the pin off the wall over to capture the 7, and that's a spare in the 4th for Glen for 41 plus a ball after 4. So Glen's team was Alienation, and we were the Power Balls.
Oh.
And
Was
there
it
we go. On a
about,
fill, he put up 7.
was it about 10 years he took off? I knew he told me it was like 10 something years.
Yeah, something. Yeah, so Glen stopped bowling after Natick shut down. But what was interesting is our two teams ended up in the finals against each other multiple times, and we were in the final 5 out of the last 6 years. Natick was open, and most of the time it was against Glen's team. We never won.
Really?
They beat us every time, but it was close. It was it was a lot of fun. So a 9-box, and Glen closes out the first half of Game 1 with a 57.5. Now we get to see Mike Capone coming up. Mike's been bowling here.
Yep.
And
110 average.
Making a name for himself in the game.
There's so many guys that came out of Natick, you know.
Yeah,
Brian Kroll bowled there, Jeremy Seaholm.
Yep. Well, Jeremy Seaholm worked there.
Yeah, he worked there. Yeah, he kind of grew up there.
Yeah, I've known him since he was like 18 years old.
He was a child prodigy, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He came out of there.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's too bad that they closed down years ago.
There's a lot of us. When they did, we moved our leagues down here.
I went to Metro
Millis.
West, actually. Metro West, and then they closed down, too.
Framingham, right?
Yeah, Framingham. Then they closed down.
Okay, no comments yet. A lot of likes. And Mike matches Glen's first box spare with that single pin he picked up.
Nice pickup. Hey.
He hit it in the right place. The pin went down.
I know both these guys for a while, and they're great bowlers, great guys to hang out with and talk to, and I really enjoy most of all the guys on Wednesday. Great guys to bowl with there.
So
they're fun to be with. You know?
He bettered Glen's fill by 1 with a 4 fill. So at the first box, it's 14-13.
Yeah, I really enjoy bowling on Wednesday night.
Oh, that's a fun league.
Yeah, Mike's a great guy.
Very competitive, a lot of great bowlers in it, and we're having a lot of fun in that.
I asked Glen, but his kids take a lot of time up. You get young kids, and kids come first when come to bowling.
8 bucks for Mike. For
next year, Rick Santucci's joining the ACST.
Maybe possibility. Yeah, Mike.
And Mike, you have a piece of wood in the gutter. Well, Rick Santucci a couple of weeks ago was bowling against me on the Wednesday Night League, and he did something remarkable. He spared a spread eagle with no wood.
Looks like a once a season kind of.
Yeah, you don't see that very often.
You don't see it too often. Yeah.
I did see it the next week on the once a month.
Did you?
When Richie Myrick did it on my team.
Oh wow.
So twice in a week.
Wow.
But yeah, you did it against us, and I give you respect.
I felt pretty confident about where I was on the ball. I just gave it a go, and luckily it went. You know.
Well, Bobby Lee says that's a 1.3% chance for the A bowlers.
1.3.
All right, so Mike put that one on a head pin and took down 7 on a spare attempt.
Oh,
just somehow that 10 stayed up.
Some people, I always go left side on the spread eagle, on the 2-pin side. Everybody's different. I go, that's just, I don't know, maybe my ball. I always try the 2-pin side, but some guys try to the right side. I don't know. It's all by what you want to do.
Now, lately my accuracy hasn't been good enough to pick what side. It's like aim in the general direction. It's driving me nuts.
Yeah.
I'm up and down like crazy. So 31 after 3 for both bowlers.
Tied, yeah.
We're knotted up early on. All right, and Mike on the box 4, that time he put it on the 3-pin. So I call that a split. Though technically the system doesn't unless the head pin's down.
Yeah.
So we had a discussion about that in the last match I called.
Yeah.
I think that's a split.
Yeah, they only count it if you're on the head pin.
Right. But I think for our purposes, I don't know, maybe not. It's a debate we can have. Some people are going to think I'm totally wrong.
Huge debate, yeah.
I like to spark trouble. That's me.
Well, say you have the quarter pin and you get breaks and you get the 7-10, no wood. Is that a split?
Yeah.
Yeah, but wasn't head pin, but still a split, right?
So Mike has a 9-box there, and he's at 40. Now that puts him down 8 pins because Glen had a spare in that box, and so
48 to 40.
Mike needs a spare to catch up. He's on the head pin that time.
Nice.
It looked like a strike, but somehow the 6 pin stayed up.
I only know Mike since I bowled a Millis. I don't know how many years he's been bowling.
Not too many.
I only know Mike since I started bowling here.
I want to say on the order of 5 years or so.
Yep.
But as we get older, time goes faster, and Mike hangs a spare in the 5th.
Unfortunately, we get older too, Dan.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Yeah, I know.
There are numbers on my age that I never thought would apply to me.
It sucks. I hate getting old, but unfortunately,
the alternative
father time
goes.
is father time. Unless the alternative is dying early.
Right. So we're now starting the second half of game 1, and Glen went over to lane 22. Yep. And he's on a 3 pin on that, puts out 4.
Ugh. They call it chop zone for Drew calls that the chop zone.
Yeah, it could have been a half Worcester, but he got a couple more. Goes to the other side and picks up the 2 pin, leaves the 1-6-10. Most bowlers are just going to take a 9 out of this. If you feel aggressive, you'll go for the 1.
Yeah, some people get a little aggressive and try to go for the head pin. I've done that sometimes. I go for the 6 pin, I chop the 6 pin out. I'm like, why'd I go for the 6 pin? I chopped it out. I'm like, I got it anyway.
Well, 9 pin for Glen, or 9 box for Glen for 66. So when we had a gentleman on our team in Natick who's an older gentleman, he's passed since. His name was Sumner. In his day, he was a really good bowler. He joined our team, didn't think much of us at first. And whenever we had that leave, like the 1-6-10 or the 1-4-7, if we went for the 1 on the 3rd ball to try to take all 3 of them, he'd yell at us. He'd come up on the lane and yell at us.
Yell at you?
Yeah. So we would do that just to bother him sometimes. You're supposed to go to the 2.
Just get him upset.
Spare for Glen Gill, a nice spare.
Yeah, it is. You split them.
And that's what we all try to do on that shot.
Sometimes outside goes too, but sometimes doesn't go.
So a few of the guys, me, Dave Edison, Billy Austin, a couple of the other guys that were on the team, when we get that shot and we go for that, the other guy will usually yell out, "The ghost of Sumner is going to come yell at you."
The ghost of Sumner.
Yeah, great guy. But he was well into his 80s when he passed.
Oh, was he?
All right, so 7 on the fill, 83. And there's another mark for Glen. That puts him at 93 plus the ball.
Wow, what a shot that was. What is the percentage on Bob says on that triangle?
I don't know.
I'd say it's about 20%.
I imagine Bob's got it.
Probably 20-something percent.
Yeah. All right, we're on the fill now. 93.
93 in the ball.
At 8.
Yep.
And add to that
action.
8 more, so 101 at the 8th box.
Yeah, so many guys I only met when I came here. It's too bad because there's so many nice guys that I met in this house, and I know a lot of them a long time ago, like Det Klein.
Oh yeah,
Steve
There's
Reno.
another mark.
Steve Reno.
I've known Det for a long time. He used to bowl in Natick some.
And Jeremy Seaholm, I know Jeremy for a long time. But like Glen Gill, Mike Capone, I don't know them. I only know them just like been bowling here.
But we've been here from Natick for 13 years now.
13 years?
Yeah.
Yeah, it closed like 06, I think.
On the fill, he puts it in the pocket.
Another hit pin.
And that's a split. Puts 7 in the fill for 108 through 9. Or 118 through 9.
118,
I'm sorry, 118.
Yep. That's his 5th spare of the match. You got 5 marks.
Tough spare to mark here, but he could do it. Just goes to the right. So open in the 10th. String of marks comes to an end after 3.
You got 120.
Unfortunately, we don't pay $50 for 3 in a row here.
Yeah, I know. It'd be nice, wouldn't it?
And
Channel
9
5
box.
days.
Glenn sits down with a 127. Not a bad game.
Yeah, the old Channel 5 days.
$50 in bonus money.
You paying the bonus money?
Rick
Drew
might
Steele
be.
is, right?
Yeah. I'll call Drew up and ask him for the money.
All right.
All right, so
Have him Venmo to you or something.
Capone's coming into his 6th box. He's on a mark. 50 plus this ball at the half. So closing out the half with this mark. This fill ball was 5 in the fill, so 55. And at the halfway point of this game, Mike is at 55 and Glenn was at 57, close to the 127. That's a 70 half.
Starlight 5. Ooh.
So 70 halves are great. Mike will be open in box 6. Hit the object. Left the 4-7. And they're all gone now. So 10 bucks. He's a 65 through 6. Now he's facing the wall of 3 marks that Glen put up.
3 in a row. There's one guy I know for a long time. He used to bowl at Millis. He hasn't bowled. He didn't bowl this year and last year, I think. Stu Bergman.
Oh, yeah. Stewie's a great guy. He bowled Natick.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Stu did too. Yeah. I think he had
I bowled with Stu.
Oh, look at that one.
Look at that. Nice 9 drop. Leaves the head pin. Everything but the head pin. So not a head pin hit there, but a nice leave.
I think
and
Stu had some surgery or something. Back
he had his shoulder operated on, yeah. We commiserated. I had mine done in 2010.
Yeah, me too. But we went
and went miss a head pin. So open box in the 6th.
I had mine last August.
Isn't that fun?
Oh, not really, but at least it's better than it was. A lot better than it was.
And a 9 box for Mike. So lost opportunity there. Needs to make
He's down
that
to
up.
he's down to 11.
Yeah, I was out of bowling. That happened in 2010. I was out for
Oh, Mike,
a while, and then
Mike, you got Deadwood.
wouldn't have got her. I was out for a while. I came back my first time bowling, and I bowled like a 128 or 130 game, and I love my new arm.
yeah.
But it relapsed. I started having a lot of pain, so I had to take another couple months off, and then I came back and it was okay. But
Yeah, the fun part of that is that
a lot of bowlers
therapy,
have to do it.
That therapy, I hated that.
Well, I had a cute therapist, so
There you go.
I love going to physical
There you go.
therapy.
That helps.
All right, box 8. Mike is on the head pin on that one. Breaks
Ooh,
up
that's
the
a good
split.
ball. Oh, wait,
And
strike,
maybe. Nope, there's 9 down.
Almost.
So the 3 pin fell the wrong way. Didn't take out the 6. Has just a single pin again.
He needs this one.
Going at it, and no doubt about it, he did touch the cap of that wood, which could have deflected the ball.
Yeah, he just barely hit it though. If he hit it more, he might have.
Mike said nice fill because he knew that 9, if he had picked up that head pin before, would have been a fill ball.
Oh, I know. I hear. Yep. Well, he needs a big fill now.
But this is a fill.
No, this
70,
one, he needs a big
84
fill now.
plus this.
Yep.
Okay, off to the right, just took out 3. 87 through 8.
Yeah, off to the right. I'm gonna drop that one, I think.
It's makeable.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Got to be in that pocket.
Right there.
And he
Got
gets
it.
it. Spare in 9th for Capone.
The head pin standing. You got to spare
That's right. It's a good thought. Depends, though. I mean, if you have the 1 7 10, better than the 7 10. Good point. All right, on the fill. Still off to the right. Not as much as last time, but it only 4 in the fill, so 101.
Oh, it was 4. Okay.
And Glen will win this string. Because even with a spare strike, he'll come short. And it'll be open in the 10th. So Mike needs us to hit his average, basically.
Yeah, he needs 9 box to get his average. Uh-oh.
And it's a 7 box, so come in under average. And we'll close out game 1 of this match. Glen Gill gets 2 points with a 127.
To a 108.
It's a 108 by Mike Capone.
Yep.
A lot of bowling to go. How do we look on head pins on that one so far?
Glen had 3, 4, 5. I think he had 6 or 7 out of 10, and Mike had 5.
Okay, and that's the story.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're not guaranteed to win if you have more head pins. Sometimes you get splits, but
Oh yeah, that's true.
and sometimes you get quarter breaks, but quarter pin breaks. But you never know. But you get more confidence by hitting flush like that one, like that one there.
All right, well, game 2's begun, and Glen starts out with a head pin hit and takes out just the 1-5, so I call that a split. Goes to the right, picks up 3. And that's a disappointing 5 box for Glen. Okay.
Oh, there they go again.
Checking our
Now they're
live
really
feed.
falling like crazy. I messed up. I'm gonna,
Yeah,
let me get on the score sheet.
Justin was commenting. Justin Waters was commenting on that the other night.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna get on
All right, waiting for the reset there.
Yeah, pins could be a broken pin down there.
All right, Glen now in box 2 after that 6 box.
There you go.
This time, that's a much better leave.
Yep, head pin it.
There's a sneaky little 9 pin back there, it appears to me. So 3, 6, 9, 10.
No wood.
No wood.
Tough shot. Ooh.
Just picks up. What did he leave there? Hang on. Left the 3 pin. Yep, just went by it. I've got a little delayed replay here to look at. And that's a 10 box for Glen for 16 through 2. Right in the face on that pin.
15. Yep. Oh, 6 box the first one.
Yeah, 6 box in the first.
Off of that 5 box.
All right, box 3, hoping to recover some ground here for him. Off to the left on the 4 pin. And again, left for that double row that we saw Capone spare. The mirror image version of it, but same thing, you need to be in a 1-3 pocket. And came off a little too solid on the 3 pin, so leaves the 1, 2, 10. So open in box 3.
Yeah, he's a little off all of a sudden.
He didn't miss by much.
No.
I'm looking at the replay here, and
Nope.
he was real close. So an 8 box for Glen, 24 through 3.
He's a little off all of a sudden, but you know that's the game of bowling. Sometimes you can find it, all of a sudden you lose it, all of a sudden just lose a head pin and lose your shots.
Glen is a fierce competitor.
Oh, he is.
He gets really aggravated when
is.
when he's off.
Yeah, he really tries to do his best. He tries to win. He's a big competitor.
He definitely wears his feelings on the lane.
Oh yeah, you know, his feelings on it's like I really enjoy doing his matches. Him and Mike, I really enjoy doing their matches.
All right, that was the Caleri for somebody else who used to bowl in Natick.
Oh yeah, good old Mike. Yeah, he's still. I think I haven't heard.
Bob-
he's still
Bob
doing
Caleri.
good. Oh yeah, man, Bob Caleri. Yeah, I know Bob for a long time. He bowled that fairway too.
Yep, sure did. That's where he picked the name of the sleeve is the
Oh
Caleri.
yeah, I know the famous.
And a 10 box for
Caleri
34 through 4. So under par here.
Must be kind of nice.
6 pins below par.
Must be nice having a league named after you. I mean, a shot named after you.
Well, that's why we have the castle, though technically it's not named after me.
Okay.
Bob called it that because it looks like a castle in chess. And that was a nice hit by Glen in the pocket, and he took out 8. He's left with a 6-10.
Yeah, Bob's a nice guy. I knew Bob for a long time.
I'll let you know when we see a castle up here.
There you go. Got it.
And that's a spare, so he fought through that. That was a battle. But he hung a mark at the 5th.
44 in the ball.
Put him back into this thing. So that's right, 44 in a ball. Now Capone comes up.
Yep. Game
Trying to
2.
recover some ground himself.
Game 2, first half.
So, Rick, you're out of uniform here. Everybody else is in black or dark gray.
I know. I feel out of place here.
And you're in like an aqua blue.
I didn't get the memo for that one. Yeah.
That's a head pin hit and
Wow.
hit just right for a strike and a first for Mike Capone, the first one of this match.
Wow, good ball there.
And the 10 pin
There
decided
goes. Yeah.
it's afraid of Mike, so
I
it
think-
took a dive.
It's always on this lane, so I bet you it's a broken pin somewhere. It's gotta be a
Either
cracked
broken,
pin.
yeah, it's
Cracked pin or something.
and it's not the same pin every
No.
time. So.
No. Yeah, even like you, I've been knowing you that long.
Yeah, I've been here since 2011 when we started here.
I haven't been. I've only been here for about 5 years.
Yeah, something like that.
I can't remember, but you know, like
All right, Mike's on a strike fill, 2-ball spare. First ball in that fill is on its way down, and it hits a 3 pin
oh, got a break though.
and a 4 horseman. So 6 to start. Makeable spare.
Oh yeah. Sometimes I notice the back pin don't go on this shot. Sometimes.
It could be tricky.
Yep.
He's on it,
You got.
and you called that one.
Well, I hit a little full though.
So 9 in the fill, 19 after 1, and he's left with a 10 pin with a piece of wood way out there. I think you have to play the wood here.
Oh yeah. But sometimes you split the 1-2 right in
But he got it.
That
10
doesn't
bucks.
go sometimes. Doesn't go. I mean, you split it right where you want it, and the 7-pin don't go.
There's a lot of shots here that sometimes you're on it and it looks like you've got it, and
And all of a sudden, yeah,
What-
you're like,
what
what
the hell is that?
Yeah, I know. It drives you a little crazy, but that's a game of bowling, though. It's not a 10-pin.
less predictable than 10 pin.
Oh, yeah.
So first ball, he's solid on the head pin. A little bit full. That resulted in a split, the 6-7-10 split. So there's some wood way out there. It's going to come into the game, into the play here somehow. Not sure there's a good answer to how to shoot this.
Either end, I think. Maybe. Oh, I think pin came out.
Yeah, he's got a pin way out there.
Yeah, pin came
We
out.
need
Yeah.
young Matt Taylor's going to come down and pick that up for us. And speaking of bowlers who have a lot of potential in the future, that's one of them.
Yeah, he's a young kid. He's probably what, low 20s?
I think Matt's 20 now.
Yeah, young kid.
And he's been bowling the ACST in the last couple of years.
Yep. He's in
He
Class
moved up.
D.
He is. And the last 2 years with him and I kept going back and forth on our matches. But he's been doing well, and that's 7-10 split. Mike picks up.
He's up 14.
All right, we have some. All right, so Mike, there's a score correction there. You see that?
Yeah, I should have 38. Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't give you that last pin. When that pin was spinning around, it
Should be a
triggered
38.
the-
Yeah, it should be a 38.
Yeah, so it should be 7-1-1 and then no box yet for the 9. So you erase that box. There you go.
Yep, and back to yep.
So that was one of the things, the electronic scoring that can happen. When that pin was helicoptering around, the system read it as a ball went down. It didn't take anything.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes the camera gets a little malfunction. It doesn't pick it up. That's why the old style we bowled when we were younger, I enjoyed it. There wasn't any mistakes.
All right,
You know.
box 5.
Oh, another head pin hit.
That's a head pin hit, and they had some late action. But the 7 pin stayed up, so a 9 to start. So probably didn't even need to erase a 9 because that's what he threw.
Yep, I know, huh? That's funny how it works that way, right?
It's predicting things.
Oh,
the wood deflected around.
Uh-oh, wood come out again.
I think that's out.
Oh, boy.
We're going to get to see Matt again, so
Yeah,
give Matt some
yeah.
applause.
Oh, wood again. On Wednesday, there was an machine that came out. I was waiting for like a minute or two. All of a sudden, it started to roll back, and it rolled back into play, but it didn't roll to the pin, but I thought I was going to knock it over, but it stopped. But it took like 3 or 4 minutes. It was crazy. It was like the pin came out, and all of a sudden, it started to move again.
Well, Casey McCool's comments, the king is here.
The king.
I'm not sure who the king is.
He is.
Okay.
He's at Putnam Street Lanes.
Oh, okay. So,
He won.
Welcome to
he
the
won
match,
back-
Casey.
He won back to back in Putnam. Yes, he's.
and it doesn't look like it picked up that pin. So.
No, it didn't again. Yeah,
Oh, lane 21 is being difficult today.
I know the pins are falling down. The camera's not working.
Okay. It's a good thing we can talk through anything.
I know, huh?
All right, 48 through 4 for Mike. He's up 14 pins on Glen in completed boxes, and now he's in his 5th box. Left-hand pocket on the head pin drops 9. It's left with a 6 pin. And picks up the spare, so matching spares in the 5th. And Mike's got the edge right now with 58 plus a ball. Glen Gill comes up on lane 22 now to fill his
40,
spare that he
44
left in
on
the
a ball.
5th.
Yep, 44 on a ball.
Yep, and that's correct. 44 and a ball right now. So what's interesting, at the moment we have 7 live viewers. This will be recorded and probably pick up a lot more later. But we only have 6 likes. So somebody doesn't like the broadcast.
I guess not. I guess not. Hey,
All right, Glenn put that on the 3 pin. Is left with the clear. He left. So 5 in the fill. He closes the first half of the 49.
Well, you know, I always knew you can't please everybody. That's what happens sometimes. You can't please everybody.
Spare attempt, misses the object.
Hilarious. Yeah.
So 4 horsemen are left. Put up a really good game the first one. He's struggling through this one so far.
Yeah.
But a string of marks can change that rapidly. Ouch.
Ooh.
That time he hit his object and just picked off the head pins. $7, 56 through 6. Very frustrating.
Oh yeah.
Just a fine difference between picking a pin up and taking a punch. All right, there we go. We got a break. Deserved a break on that one.
Yeah, that's Candlepin for you, know. You get
Yeah, he hit the 3-pin or the 2-pin to start and got a lot of action.
the 1, 3, and the 9.
That's it.
Got it.
There it is.
There you go, next shot.
Nice.
That ball was going back and forth. It looked like what we saw in Moncton with the shallow gutters in the deck. You see all those balls going back and forth. They call that a curling shot for the sport of curling.
Curling.
Yeah.
Jeez.
On the fill, he's in the pocket. That's what we're used to seeing from Glen. He's left with an ugly split here. So 8 in the fill. 74 through 7, and we're looking at the 210.
Cut it.
Cut it nicely,
Wow.
just missed.
Wow.
That was a great bid.
Wow, that was a real good try.
31 miles an hour. And a 9 box, so he's at 83 through 8. He's over par, but he wants to pick up a mark or two here.
I like to ask these guys, when they start bowling, when they started actually bowling. Like, I started young, like about 7, 8 years old. Mm-hmm. Some guys didn't start bowling until like they were 18 or 20 years old.
Well,
they're
when I'm
bowlers.
about 40 is when I started, yeah. For
40,
Candlepin,
you were
yeah.
40 years old?
For Candlepin, but I grew up in New York.
You bowled 10 pin?
I was a 10-pinner, yeah. And I went to college in Indiana and Ohio, and I did 10-pin there, too.
Yeah, a lot of you know Drew Steele. He does a lot of these matches, and he's only bowled Candlepin for a little while too. He bowled 10-pin a lot growing up. Same thing as you did.
Well, that I started when I was like 3 or 4 years old, and my grandparents used to take me all the time.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They're big bowlers.
I only bowled 1 year of 10-pin at league.
That's a 9 box for 92 through 9.
I mean, I enjoyed it, but some of the people were kind of, they weren't too nice, too friendly, so I left that game.
I'm no good at it anymore. It takes me a while to adjust because I'm a 5-step approach on 10-pin, a 3-step here.
Well, it's hard
so
too.
Glen went to the ocean
What's tough
on
is
that.
when you get older, you have arthritis, and my hand hurt a little bit. I can't carry that big ball in my hand.
There's a spare.
Got it.
He made lemonade out of lemon that time.
Yeah, that was a crazy split.
102 plus a ball. He's trying to salvage a reasonable game here.
Yep.
He's a big fill, and on the fill to close it out. How's that? Almost a strike. 8 in the fill, 110. It's a battle. It's a battle, but he didn't give up. He kept fighting, so...
Yeah, 110 ain't too bad. 110's not a bad game.
Well, it's 3 pins under average, but not a lot under average.
No.
So.
No, not terrible.
Well, Mike's got a shot here. He's at 58 plus a ball.
Yep.
Depending on his fill, we'll determine whether he needs a spare to win this or not. And here we go on the fill. On a 2-pin, it just puts 3 on it. So Mike closes his first half with 61. So that
12.
tells us now he just needs to not throw anything. He needs all 10s to win this game. And
this
so
would be a tough 10.
if he doesn't get a 10 here, then he's going to need a spare.
This is a tough 10 watch. It'll be a real tough one here.
I've seen it done.
The
but
1, 4, 6, 7, 10. Oof.
Okay, just a 6 box. That's going to force a spare.
Yep.
So Mike's at 67 through 6 to Glen's 56 through 6. He's up against a spare 8.
Oh, there goes that pen.
Well, now the pins are falling on 22.
Oh, man.
All right.
As many as you know, like Duncan McDougall bowls out of Sawyers in Northborough, and Sawyer's Bowldrome. I grew up at Sawyer's Bowldrome as a kid. It was a good house. It was fun. It was
I don't think I've been there.
It's a very challenging house. It's very. You got to learn to bowl there to feel comfortable because it's a very small house. The ceilings are not very tall.
A little claustrophobic.
Yeah, you're kind of confined in there, so it's you have to get used to it.
That's a head pin hit, and we have a wobbly 2-pin down there, or is that a 4?
It's a 4-pin. Yeah,
Okay.
4-pin, yep.
Didn't go down, so 9 drop.
Yep. Wood behind it. It's not frozen, but
Let's go for the pin.
he got it. It's like
He's got it right in the face, and that's a spare for Mike. He needs a spare to win this string. He's got the opportunity to do it now.
I think at one at Sawyer's when I was a kid, it made me bowl better other places. It makes you bowl better when you have a tougher house.
Well, my nemesis right now is bogey.
Bogey? Well,
Yeah.
I think everybody's nemesis is bogey. I think a lot of people is.
I've had 3 matches there. I've yet to win a single string. I've been swept every time, and I'm really getting frustrated with that.
Yeah, it's not an easy place to bowl, you know. It's
Even when I hit the head pin, which
Yeah, I
usually I,
mean-
do. 7 in the fill.
yep.
84
The
for
baby
7.
split with the 10. Oh,
Leaves the
8-pin.
3-pin.
Oh,
So Mike's got the lead right now. And Glenn had that spare in the 10th, which is really big. But right now, Mike's in a position to take this one. 10 bucks, 94 through 8, up 11 pins.
like I said, I think
And he needs 16 to tie,
Yep.
17 to win. So
I think it's you know, main thing is when you bowl a place, you gotta feel comfortable bowling there.
Mm-hmm.
Once you bowl a little while, you feel comfortable. Like here, I feel great bowling here.
yeah,
So some places you feel kind of you don't.
it just doesn't feel right. It's indescribable what the issue
like
is.
bogey, right?
Yeah.
But me, I'm bad. I bowled bogey for quite a while, for about 8-10 years. So I kind of felt
You figured it out.
yeah, a little bit, yeah, but it doesn't make it. It's not easy though. I mean, they did help. They did fall better now. They did some work to the place, but
4, 7, 10. It looks nice. It looks like a really nice play.
yeah,
I
it
like
is. Oh, it
there.
is. It just
I just can't score well there.
No.
He's going to the right on that one.
Oh.
Okay, tried to make that wood work. It didn't.
Got nothing.
So still has a 4, 7, 10. So if he leaves this at 7, that would have put him at 101. Okay, he still does not need a mark. He's still good.
No. Just gonna pick pins, but
But that's big. That's a 9-box, 103 through 9. He needs 7 to tie, 8 to win.
yep.
So it's not for certain yet because we all throw 6 boxes, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah, you never know. You can always chop out one the whole twice. I did it Thursday, Wednesday. Went the spread eagle, went the whole twice for a 4 box. So you know.
Well, Mike tried to do that because he put it to the 2-pin, but he didn't get a punch
No,
out.
got a break on it.
So at 7, it's tied right now. The next pin, he wins the string.
Yep. So he just needs 1 pin to win.
But he's also behind on totals, so he'd like to make a mark here and chip away at that.
Yep.
So he's got at least 1 point here. And Capone will win string 2.
Yeah, it's real close.
But
Real
he's
close,
open.
but he won it though.
He's open in the 10th. And string 2 is in the books now with a 112 to 110 victory for Mike Capone.
Yep.
And where does that put us on total? Mike, I can see Mike's at 220, right?
Yep. And 237. So 17 pins.
So
One's up 17.
Glen's still in the driver's seat on total,
Yep.
but it's tied 2-2 in the point total so far.
That 17 ain't too bad though. It's not that bad, you know.
No, it's well, I tell you what, I've had a couple of matches. One of the better ones that you can watch on the video. It's on the
Yep.
Candlepin Bowling Network. Is me versus Patrick Kellogg,
Yep. Whoa.
and that's a strike to start. Glen's not messing around this time, so that's a funny story. And if you can find that, the match was he had come up from the Cape and he wanted to cram a bunch of matches into one day.
Yep.
He asked me, would I mind being his 3rd match of the day? I'm like, yeah, after you bowl 10 any day. 7 on his first fill ball. So I got ahead of him first 2 strings by a lot. He took the 3rd, I took the 4th, and
Yep.
and the 5th is up. I'm up probably 30 pins in total. Spare on strike, 20 after 1 for Glen, and 30 plus a ball in box 2. So I think I'm sailing away to a 10 or 12 pin point victory.
Yep.
He gets hot. His 15th game of the day,
Yep.
and threw a 145.
Whoa.
And
Wow.
took total.
Wow. Took
That was
total.
remarkable.
Wow.
So no lead is safe.
No lead ever. I mean,
Because anybody can throw a big string. 6
Yes.
on that fill. He's a 36 through 2.
well, that's definitely there. Definite.
And open this time. He came in on a 3-pin.
Little update on the head pins. Mike had 7 out of 10 last game. Glen had 4 out of 10 head pin hits. They both had 2 splits.
That's not too bad, actually. For just 2 splits. So,
No, well, I mean, you count 'em on the head pin, so
Yeah.
you can't count 'em on the quarter pin. Technically, you can't.
all right, well, Glen's at 45 through 3, and that time he's got a half Worcester.
Yeah, going back halfway to Worcester.
It's fun when it goes.
Always Drew asked me that question. What's halfway to Worcester from here? I said, I don't know. I don't know, maybe Westboro, I don't know.
All right, we took up to the 3-pin
Got a break on it, though.
and left the 1-4. So,
Yeah.
got a bunch. 6 pins went down on that ball.
Yep.
And an 8 box, so 53 through 4.
It's a funny story. This kid that I grew up with for a long time. This kid, Steve DeLang, he was like 6'8", okay?
All right, that's a hit pin hit, an 8 drop with a 3-6 left.
And he came down to Sawyer's to bowl. And the ceiling's about 6'8", so he was like almost on the ceiling. His head like almost on the ceiling.
Like, couldn't do that.
It's downstairs, down the cellar, down the basement.
Glen with a spare 3 out of 5 boxes were marks. 63 plus a ball. He's going to make Capone work here, that's for sure.
He didn't really favor him because he had the long arms and a big like swan, like a big like backswing. His arms are way out.
Oh, jeez.
And it was like, watch out, you might get hit by the ball. But I mean, he
For a little while, we had this young guy bowling in Natick in one of the leagues I was in who was 7'1".
oh geez, 7'1".
Yeah, he was over 7 foot. Nice kid. He was young, just super tall. And his backswing was way up there too.
Yeah, oh yeah. Steve, his backswing, his arms it was like a eagle. I mean, it was like,
Oh, jeez. Well, it was always funny because he's up at the foul line and you're like,
Yeah,
his arms
yeah.
halfway down the lane. Mike dropped 7 on that. He left the triangle. He's going for it, and he hit the object perfectly.
No break there.
But it left the 10 pin.
No break.
Triangles are tricky sometimes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I said I would say probably you get on about 25-30% of the time.
And a 9 box for Mike open in the first. So it puts it down 11 in completed boxes, and after Glen had that strike spare combination in box 1.
There's a guy who I haven't seen in a while. He's still bowling, I think, but I don't know if you know Matt Penkel.
No, I don't.
He's about 6'8", 6'7". He's a really tall guy, and, but he's a good bowler.
All right, Mike put that in a 1-3 pocket and a little light on the head pin, but took out 7. He's left with a 2-4-9.
It must be hard being that tall and bowling a small, shallow house,
I couldn't do it. I'm claustrophobic. If I were that tall, which I'm not, I'd be right the hell out of there. It did make me crazy. So Mike did not get a spare. He made a big bid on it.
Yep. He's opposite 2 marks in those first 2 boxes.
And a 9 box again, so 18 through 2.
Well, he's down 18. For 2, 18.
So he's pinning pretty well.
Speaking of kid Steve, right? So he was bowling. I think it might be spare time, which you know. I was sitting on the bench, and Steve put his arms out, and the ball went like right by my head. I mean, he almost killed me. So I learned to get back from the benches, just sit back a little further. And he would have knocked me out. He would have killed me.
So Mike's shooting at the 4 horsemen he just left. He was off a head pin on that.
He would have killed me with that ball right in there. It would have been right in the temple.
I've seen some close calls here too.
Oh.
So everything but the head pin.
It was the first time he was off the head pin. He was on head pin 2 in a row.
Got it in the 3rd ball, so no -2 this time.
Yeah, down by 17.
There's a proposal that Greg Gouillard put out that if you leave the head pin after 2 balls, or after 3 balls, you should have 2 pins deducted from your score.
Oh.
Not a rule.
Yeah, I've heard of people say that. I think Bob Lee said that one time too.
Yep. Bob and Glen or Greg have been playing with that idea.
Yeah.
So
I don't think it'll fly though.
no, not for me. I do too often. So 6 on that one. Another 4 horseman right. He's got another chance to take this. It's 28 through 3.
See if he splits it. Oh,
No, same thing.
off to the right. Another head pin. Another head pin left. I call it the infamous head pin.
Well, it's aggravating when you do that.
I know.
You can see it. You just don't get it. But Mike picks it up that time for another 10
No,
bucks.
I should last ball. You're like, why am I not hitting it?
So his pinning's great right now. He's only left 2 on the deck so far, but
He's
it's put him down
15,
7.
Down 15 for 4. But one's going to mark in the 5th.
Right. So
So he has to match his mark then. Oh, pin's falling again. Now he's 21.
well, you know
They
what?
should check those pins. They might have a crack in the pin or something.
It does slow down the.
Oh,
There it goes again.
Again, doesn't.
Does slow down the game, but I think we're operating in a leisurely Saturday morning pace today.
Yeah. I mean, we could move over to alley 21, 22, but I mean, 19 and 20. But,
19 and 20, and it looks like 18's stuck down there.
Pin's got to recycle. It takes a little time.
Now it's shut down. They shut the lane down. We'll see what happens when I turn it back on again next time. All right, Mike's waiting on the pins. Problem with this kind of thing is it throws you off pace.
Yeah.
You know, it can. You
Well-
got to, especially when you're on the roll. But sometimes it gives you a breather that you need too.
Well, you have the broken pins, you have the computer, the cameras. It's just something to maybe throw you off a little bit, you know?
All right, that was a head pin hit, and Mike got a lot of good action there, but the 10 pin stayed up. So it's going to be standing alone. 1 pin shot to make.
There's not too many places that have pen and paper anymore. I know Spare Time does.
Yeah, they do.
Not too many places.
All right, Mike gets his mark, matches Glen's spare in the 5th.
Yep.
And at the moment, this 3rd string, we are at the midpoint of this match, and Glen is at 63 plus a ball versus Mike at 48 plus a ball in
So
game
Mike's
3.
down 15.
And
Yeah.
Glen's coming up on 22.
I mean, I like technology as long as it works good, you know? But sometimes, malfunctions and you kind of get, it frustrates you. You know, every box, you're trying to fix a score or you got to reset the pins. It's like,
Well,
kinda
of all the places,
frustrates you.
I'll tell you, of all the places I've been to, this is one of the better ones.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
despite the flaws. So Glen's on a fill. He's a 63 plus. This ball is in the pocket, and look at that.
Oh, man.
Well, 6 in a fill. He broke up some of it.
That would be a split, right? Consider that be a split? No.
Pins are all together, but it's ugly.
No,
It's
that's not a split. I don't think it's considered a split.
4, 5, 7, 8. So like a triangle with an extra. It's tough one to go.
69.
He's going for the wood.
Whoa.
That was a good idea.
Yeah, good idea. Yeah, 69 for.
The only thing that kept that from going is one of the pieces that came off the wall came at a little bit of an angle, went between 2 of those pins. If it had turned a little, it would have gone. 8 fill. So Glen closes out his half at 69,
Yep.
and he's a 77 through 6.
77.
Box 7, game 3.
Well, yeah.
Head pin hit, a little light, and this is a split without a doubt.
Yeah, well, that definitely is split.
Or 3, 6, 7.
What's really cool is the ACST started out, what, 2 or 3 A and B class. Now it's now there's 5 classes.
Well, it started out there was just one class. And
Yeah,
then,
one class.
And
Now
the year I
it's-
joined about 5 years ago, I think it was, that we introduced the semi-pros, and
Yeah.
so I was in that division.
But now it's like
And then
all the way
we've
to
expanded.
E class, all the way down to class E now.
Well, my
Maybe
first
F?
year there was about 30 bowlers. There's now 160. 8 bucks for Glen. So it's expanded a lot. It's a lot of fun. The only reason we just break it up by averages, and there's
Well,
there's 16.
you have to because it's more fair because no handicap, so you have to do that.
Yeah, 32 bowlers in each division, with the exception of the F division, which is, I believe, in Western Mass.
Yeah, 8 down like 80 something average, the 80s.
And
That's what I heard. Yeah, F class. I heard it's like in the 80s. There's an E class too. Is an E one.
well, yeah, the E is
Oh.
E goes. The top averages in the E is around 98, 99 in
is
that
it?
ballpark. Yeah. Where before that would have, originally that would have put you in the semi-pros,
Yep.
but it's expanded so much. $8 for Glen.
93 for 8. Got some bad breaks there. He had the head pin hit a couple times. He had that 4-5-7-8. Now he had the 4-5-7. He had some few splits on the head pin, kind of bad leaves.
No marks so far.
No.
That's a head pin hit.
There's a strike.
That's gone.
There's a strike.
That's what he needed to do.
That was a strike.
All right. So ACST is a lot of fun.
Yeah, looks it.
The bowlers bowl against bowlers of their own skill level, and it's very competitive. Meet a lot of new people. So first ball is on the head pin, just drops 5.
You know, I might join next year, but you know, I wanted to before, but I haven't had any health. I've had health problems for the last 3 or 4 years, so I really didn't. I couldn't join it.
There's a spare on
Wow,
strike.
you made it.
Did it in the first box, did it in the 9th and 10th. So 113 through 9, 123 plus a ball in the 10th.
Yeah, I won. I've had, you know, I couldn't bowl. My arm was killing me, and there's other things. But I might join next year. Depends.
All right, so Glenn put 6 on that.
6.
And that's a 129 string, his best game so far.
Yeah, good string.
Mike's got a lot of work to do here. He's a 48 and a ball.
Get the head pin, they say, yeah.
He did. Oh, you had it. It looks like you had 8 out of 10 on the head pin. 8 for 10.
But he says some red numbers up there. What the splits look like? I see 3.
Oh, I think he had 3.
The system says 3.
Yeah, I missed one. Yeah, he had 3 splits.
All right, Mike's on a fill.
Yep.
Got to climb a big hill here. Started with 1 ball. And that
Oh, no.
half Worcester. It just broke.
Oh,
It went.
no.
Looked good come from this angle, but it broke to the left a little. And
That's the second half was to the string.
yeah,
the string.
it's not the time to get one.
No,
But he's at
no,
50
not when you're
through
to fill.
5.
Head pin. Oh,
Through the hole again.
In the hole. Yikes. Yikes.
All right, so he's down 19 at the half.
Ooh.
Best he can get to 60 here. Goes to the other side.
Oh.
And, okay,
Oh, 5.
got to forget about that box. That was a 5. So
Tough.
55
That's,
through
that's,
6.
a, that's a rough one there. That was a rough box. Just got to, you know, come back and forget about it and, you know, try to throw a good ball.
Right, in the 7th. Goes to the other side, made an adjustment.
7 gonna go.
Yeah, he's
seven
just got
right.
the 1 and 9. Wood in front of the 9 makes that a little bit more favorable for
Yeah,
him.
I think it's a little easier to make.
Either side of the head pin, just hits the head pin, and he gets it, but
Oh,
light.
then maybe gonna carry it. Oh,
Just a light hit.
No.
But he got his object
Yeah, he did.
and pick this up and go on to the next 3. Scott at 10 box 65 through 7. He's down 20 and completed boxes 85 to 65.
Unfortunately, there's no reward for hitting your spares. You know, you hit them, they don't go, but there's no reward for that. But you know, you hit spares, they don't go. You hit spares again, they don't go. It's like it's frustrating, but no reward for that.
But it does tell you if you're
Another half
if you're throwing a good ball or not. You
Yeah,
know,
it does.
it's like, you know, we all get spare attempts or even first balls where we're right in there, but just don't get the breaks and throw. There's a lot of random motion that goes on down there, so,
Oh, yeah.
sometimes it's just doesn't go the way you think it should. So it's an important metric to know that you're hitting your objects, because if you keep doing that, you're going to have good results. And you don't.
Yep.
So I would say, okay, you're hitting head pin. You don't really need to adjust too much.
I think.
We're looking at a banana split.
Oh
now.
boy.
Yeah, 6 box for Mike, 71 through 8. The banana split
I know.
didn't taste very good that time.
I know when I was bowling good years ago, and I hit every pin, like first ball, second ball, third ball on the object, you get more confidence. You know,
Yeah.
you really can bowl well because you're hitting every ball. Every ball's going where you want to throw it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're missing every ball, I mean, how do you? It's tough to be confident. You know how to be confident, and yeah.
So right now, I think those last 2 boxes with Mike, he's on the head pin both times, just a tiny bit full, and we're not talking a big difference between that and a strike ball.
No. But he did have. Oh man!
Oh, come on, he deserved that one.
He did have 3 half whistles in this string so far. He's had 3 of them, which aren't easy to make out. You know.
Well, he's at the point now where Glen will win this string.
Oh yeah, Glen won.
And that's 10 box 81 through 9. And even with a triple strike, he can't come back from this one. So 2 points will go to Glen and gain 3.
Yeah,
Mike wants to close out with as good of a score as he can to chip at that total.
Try to get at least total down a little bit. It's a third game.
In the pocket, nice ball.
Nice hit.
That's what we're used to seeing from Mike.
Oh, yeah.
That's a 9 drop.
Oh yeah.
7 pins, all that's left.
Ooh, that wood could be challenging. He doesn't want to hit that cap of that wood or anything. Go near that wood. He can go by it.
Straight at the pin.
Yeah, right at it.
Spare on the 10th.
Yep.
Hit 2 frustrating halves, but both times he put a spare on the end.
Let's see if we can try to get a big fill on this one. Try to get 9 or 10.
91, he needs 9 for 100. And he's back in that 2 pin. Got 3 this time, so it's not a half Worcester, but 94 strings. So that adds to Glen's total lead by quite a bit. Tell us where we stand on that one.
314 to 366. So it looks like he's up 52 pins.
Yep.
One's up 52.
Okay, so he's got a commanding lead at the moment, but that can change.
Oh yeah, yeah. Mike has to get hot.
I've seen Capone throw some pretty big strings himself.
Well, as long as if you're bowling well, the other guy can't come back on.
Right.
As long as you're throwing good balls.
Hey, Glen starts game 4 with a head pin hit and leaves the diamond left. That's the 2, 4, 5, 8 pin.
All right, last game, Mike had 5 head pin hits, 2 splits. Glen had 8 out of 10 with 3 splits. 8 for 10. That's a pretty good. That's real good.
Usually that results in a good match.
Usually a win. Usually a win, but
although it's not always true.
No, not always, but no.
Because at bogey.
Oh, bogey again. Here we go.
My last string of my first match there, I was 8 out of 10 on the head pin. Yeah, I got no spares. I had a 90 string. My opponent had 0 head pins and puts up a 117. So you never know. But usually, if you're 8 out of 10 on a head pin, you're bowling pretty well.
Well, there was, because bogey has the same, the red numbers. One night I had 8 out of 10 splits, or 8 reds.
I've seen Justin Waters do it too.
I think Phil Clough had 9 out of 10 one time.
All right, look at that. That's a nice head pin hit.
Split.
And that is a 7-8.
Wood way right, but it's not even playable.
Well, you could try for the left side of it and take it off the wall, but
Yeah,
I don't think it's going to work. That's what he's
try
doing.
it? Yeah. Oh, he did do it. Oh, he just nicked it.
Glen's aggressive up there. He will do that.
Yeah.
Now it's a matter of taking one.
Well, it was
pass.
close to the wall. It might hit the wall and come off the wall. So.
That's what I'm thinking. Is he doing it twice? No. Picking up the 7 pin. Take a 9. 17 through 2.
Yep, 17 for 2.
Now that's frustrating because he threw a pretty good first ball on that one, and you end up with 2 parallel pins.
Well, I've seen a few Wednesday. There was a few 5-7-10s. No, we're in the pocket. No wood. 5-7-10. 5-7-10.
Went to the left of the head pin. That time's left of the four horsemen, right? 1, 3, 6, 10.
So how frustrating is that? You hit in the pocket, you get a 5-7-10.
Oh yeah.
What's the odds of making that?
I've done it once.
Yeah, I know. You got it.
All right, there we go. Picks up the thing and
That's Charlie.
the old Kamrowski special.
Oh yeah, good old Rick. I was his partner at one time. We bowled together.
Yeah, we bowled together a lot in the States and other stuff.
Bowled at Metro West together.
Usually I bowl against him.
Good guy. We're a good team. We both averaged 119 apiece.
That's an 8 and a fill, and what's that? The 3-4?
Yep. That would be the 3-4.
I don't know if that wood's going to help or not, but it might.
Maybe.
It does.
Got it.
Nice spare. One for the replay wheel. Spare in the 4th for Glen puts him at 45 plus
45
the ball.
45 the ball. Yep.
On the fill.
Oh, no!
Almost a strike, but leaves a 5 pin.
Rick did bowl on Wednesday for a while, but
He still is.
on
on and
no,
off.
He dropped on now.
Yeah, dropped out.
Yeah,
I'm thinking Friday. I saw him last night.
don't know if he subs either. I haven't seen him bowling that
He's
much.
been frustrated. He's struggled with his game lately.
Oh, Glen.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, he did not get it. Oh,
I thought that wood look lined up pretty well.
yeah, it did. Oh, did not get the 5-pin.
And the 9 box. So Glen has a 63 half. If he picked that up, he would be possibly looking at a 70 half. But
Oh, yeah. So, question for you. Are you, as we know, the Worlds are coming up in November. Are you going to, you going to televise the Worlds?
I was, but work calls, and I was asked to go to a business conference in Dallas the 6th through the 8th.
Ooh, Dallas. Huh?
Yes,
Wow.
not my favorite town. But so I got to go down there for that. So I told Bob I won't be able to be there this year. So my regrets. I enjoyed doing it last year. We'll do it again next time.
I did the Mixed Worlds last year, and it was really fun. My first time, and I really enjoyed it. I'm going to do it again this year. That's not till June.
So I know so far Bob, Greg, and Paul will be up there, and probably a couple of others will drop in.
Duncan
will drop
will
in
be up
some.
there. Who else?
I don't know if Drew's going to drop in.
Yeah, Drew's going to do it too. But I know it's in Canada though.
No,
In
not this year.
I thought they said it was in Canada.
No, they alternate Canada. and
No,
the
Mixed
US.
World is not. I'm saying the other one, might get a 7 box.
Yep, $7 for Mike to start.
The Worlds are in. I said Moncton. I think Moncton.
No, that was last year.
Oh, was?
And next year they alternate between the U.S. and Canada. This year, This year, I believe
Sure.
it's at Leda Lanes. It might be Academy.
I know the Mixed Worlds. I think it's at Butwell's, Concord. I think in New Hampshire.
Yeah, we did the trip up to Moncton last year. A lot of you heard me on the broadcast.
Like Mike had a
Long week.
ugly 4.
It picks up the mark.
gonna get it?
Nope, does not pick up the mark because I didn't see that 10 pin.
Oh,
Okay, so
he had the ugly 4 chop zone.
all right, you watch the video. He's going for the 10 pin for the 10.
You got it.
No problem.
All right, 17 apiece. They're tied for 2.
Yep. So Mike went cross lane on that.
They're tied, but
I've been real interested in seeing how people shoot like at the corner pins. So I used to go cross lane to the 10. Now I try to ride it down the gutter. It works better for me.
Yeah,
7 pin I go cross.
Some guys do that. I go to the. Well, I throw
It's a
a
nice
ball right.
line.
I do a right-left ball, so I try to go to the left side and kind of reverse my curve a little bit, try to get there.
Yeah.
Some
So I want to be
guys-
to the left of it slightly, but
Yeah.
I find if I throw it straight down there, I
Some
make
guys-
it more often.
Some
All right.
guys,
Wow,
some guys like
another
to ride.
rip-off.
They ride the rail. They call it.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah.
On the 10, on the 7, I can't do that. All right, so Mike got.
He had the half Worcester there, the 3.9. Did not get it.
Yeah, he had good wood too, I thought, but the wood didn't work for him.
No.
He brushes it, so a 9 box. 26 through 3. That puts him down 9.
Down 9. Yep. And Glen's on the mark in the 4th, so he's down.
3rd and 4th.
Yeah, 3rd and 4th he got marked. So he's losing every box here.
All right, that's a nice pocket hit.
Ball.
Make a little spare. The 6-10. But I see 2 pieces of wood.
Yep, it should go right in front of
Should
it.
go, but
right,
sometimes it gets tricky.
Yeah, you never know. Yep. Yep.
He rode the rail down and picked up the spare.
36 in the ball.
So through 4, Mike's at 36 plus a fill ball. Trying to catch up with Glen, who's at 54 through 4.
I'm glad you're here because I was asking everybody to stream. Good ball. Nobody could do it.
And that's 8 and a fill for 44.
Everybody was busy except you.
I'm kind of busy, but it gets me out of the house too. And I like doing this. So
Oh, me too. I wish I could stream, man. He's got challenging wood here. It's like, it's going to be tough.
I'm working on my system right now to be able to put up multi-cams and a score sheet. So it won't be long. I'll figure it out. There it goes.
Yes, you got it.
Spare in the 5th for Capone.
That was tough wood, too.
That brings it a lot closer. He's at 54 in a ball.
That was really challenging.
Gill is at 63.
Yep.
So if Mike can pull off a 9 fill when he comes
Yeah.
back up, he'll tie it. But
Yeah, he's...
first, we got to see Glen.
Yep.
And Glen's got another good one going at 63 at the half.
Yep. Yeah, he's down 9. Yep. Down 9 minus the ball.
And his first ball, box 6. He's in the pocket.
Ooh.
And somehow the 8-pin stayed up.
He's got a piece of wood in the front where the head pin would be kind of flat. You can probably get by the wood, I think, right?
Depends. It's harder for a righty.
Uh-oh.
He hit the wood.
No, he didn't make it.
And, well, we're R-rated today on this show. And
Yeah. Well,
Glen felt that he was sticking on there, which that kind of threw him off. But he went to the right on that. Got a 9-pin drop. Two 9 boxes in a row.
I remember we did a match here, same lanes, and we were on 21-22, and the doors opened the back, and someone was quiet, and someone yelled the F-bomb behind us, and you're like, that wasn't us.
Oh, it's part of bowling.
Yeah, sorry about that.
I think
but
it
that
was
wasn't
Matt.
us.
I think it was.
Yeah, I think it might have been Matt,
it was young Matt.
might have been Matt, or maybe Danny. I don't know, but they were in the back room.
On the spare attempt, he dropped 8, and there it is.
got it.
Spare in the 7th.
Yep.
82 in a ball. Well, that's part of bowling.
Well, if we do here, we apologize, but the bowls can, sometimes they get frustrated.
We get passionate.
And they use profanity, but I guess it's part of bowling, right?
Yeah, we don't have sensors. So 7 in a fill, 89 through 7.
Well,
and
Mike,
he's looking at the 1-3. Well, Micah can censor.
yeah, he can. Yeah, he does it not live, but he tapes it, but then he edits it.
Okay, went to wide of that, so no spare in the 8.
Yeah, with the 1, 3, and 10. He's kind of pulled that one a little bit.
Gotta hit that.
Yeah, you gotta hit your objects.
All right, just 3 pins, so an 8 box, 97 through 8.
Yep, 2 left. Yeah, I think you got to work on your object pins. Every ball. Try to get every ball. First ball, second ball, third ball. Get in your object. I mean, we know it's how to do that, right?
Yeah, this is not a game for perfectionists.
But the more you do it, the better you get.
So that was on the object, and look at the result.
Yep.
So
Well,
he's got the
wood,
4,
He's got wood,
the 6, 7, 10.
Yep, he does have wood, though.
If he can make that dance just right, it might carry over.
Yeah, you got a sideboard with 3 pieces of wood next to it. Oh, nothing went over
Got him flying, but
No,
nothing made it to the 7th, so an open box in the 9th.
No. Yeah, he gave it a good try, though.
And a 9 box, so Glen is at 106 through 9.
Yeah, he does. We only can control we control. No profanity on our parts, but the bowlers might, or the background people might get a little upset. You gotta, hey, it happens.
Okay, so he was on a 3-pin that time, left the 1, 2, 10.
Yep.
Wood by the head pin, but my fear on that is it may carry the 10 but deflect around the 2. But
yeah,
Glen's got a big, powerful ball here. See what he does.
Ooh,
No,
missed to the right.
Just missed to the right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Glen throws a good 32-mile-an-hour ball at the pins. It's probably 5 miles an hour faster when it leaves his hand. All right, well, it didn't carry the 10. So open box in the 10th. Glen has a 115. Mike's got a shot on this one.
Yep.
But they threw it, 4.5 wide.
All right, so Mike coming up. He's on a fill. So at the halfway point of this game, Mike's at 54 plus this ball. And we'll see.
So far in this match, Glen has 4 points and Mike has 2 points.
On the fill. Got a break that time. He was he was on the head pin. I was afraid he was going to throw another half Worcester. But 8 in that puts him at 62. So he's only down a pin in completed boxes on this game.
Yep.
And he's looking at the 210. Some wood there that may help.
Oh.
And all the wood did is cleared out the other wood.
Yeah, it didn't do much.
Didn't do any good for him.
No, didn't do much. No.
So try to get 1 or 2 here. And he picks up the 2-pin for a 9-box, 71 through 6. He's only down a pin in completed boxes.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun last year in the mixed worlds. I did a few matches with Jimmy Nesto. We did a few matches. That was fun to do.
Jimmy's a great guy.
Yeah, he's great. He's great. Oh yeah, he's a great guy. He's fun to talk with, and we always had that chemistry going. It was really good.
So Mike is up against a 17 box here from Glen, and he starts off with a 3-pin hit and half Worcester plus a few pins. So
Chop
4 in
down
a row.
the 3, 5, 7, and 9.
Catch it.
Ooh,
Nice bid.
that's like when we have good chemistry now. I mean, I didn't know what to expect when you do it first for somebody. You don't know how it's going to work out. But me and Drew, it's like we've done so many of them. It's easy with Drew. It's easy.
All right, 9 box. I'm difficult to work with.
No, I don't think you are. No, I don't think so. We've had it's like that third time I think, and I enjoy it. Other people I've done Paul like one maybe twice I think twice, and it's a little hard. You get to get that feel for people, how they work, how they are. And,
there's a 7-10 split. There's a head pin hit.
Yep. That bad break. You got some wood in the right.
He's got 2 pieces of wood there, and that maybe gives him something that can come off the wall. Let's see
maybe.
if it works.
Maybe.
Right there.
Got it? Oh,
Nope.
Didn't do much.
Just went straight back.
Yeah, it didn't ricochet.
And so he's down right now, 89 to 80 in
Down
completed
9.
boxes.
Yeah. He's already down like 52, so you have to put a match.
All right, so that's with that 10 box. Mike's at 90. He's down 7 pins.
Yeah.
He needs to get to 116 to win this, so he needs a spare.
Yep. Yeah, he's down quite a bit on total, but
First things first, try to pick up the string.
yeah, you always win you always win game by game, and then
You do what you can do. So that's a spare leave, the 1, 2, 4.
yeah, you got a break on that one.
Off the head pin, but
Yeah, you
not
got
a
break.
bad leave.
You got a break.
He's in there.
Oh,
wow.
just left. I thought he had it.
From this angle, it looked like that was going to carry.
We're sitting to the left, and I thought he had it. I mean, it looked like he did, but
Yeah, the camera's straight behind the bowlers, but we're off to the left
yeah,
a
walk to
little
the
bit.
left. Yeah, I'm not looking at the camera. I'm looking at the bowler.
10 box for Mike. He's at 100. So he can win this with a spare 6.
Yeah, needs spare 6 to win the game. Yep. Yep.
Anything less than a spare, and Glenn will have 2 more points. Okay,
Off to the left.
but that's not a bad lead. He took out 6. He's left for the 1, 2, 9, 10.
1-3.
1, 3, I'm sorry.
Drew does that a lot. I'm like, wrong side, Drew.
I do it all the
Hey,
time.
you know what? It happens, Get it? Oh, off to the right a little bit.
All right, so Glenn will win this string.
Yeah, I'm going to win.
It's very frustrating. I feel Mike's pain on that one.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
And a 9 box, so 109. Glenn wins 115 to 109. And that's just a 6-pin victory. And Mike knew what he needed to do there, and you can see it sometimes, and it just doesn't happen. Just a little bit off.
yeah, I feel for people who don't bowl well. I always want them to bowl, really well. When I do a match, I want to see them bowl well. And it's frustrating when someone doesn't bowl as well as they usually do. I hate to see that, but
It happens to everybody.
it's,
All right, we're coming into the 5th and final game of this match,
Yeah.
and Glenn's going to start us off with a head pin hit and a split.
Yep, I get some wood though.
2, 4, 7, 10 split, and see what that wood does. If it goes up, it's going in front.
Not the greatest angle, but
Well, maybe it's going to move back the other way.
Yeah, it's rolling back. No,
Well,
I'd put a cap. Man. I don't know
that
if you
left
wanna-
wood
you
is a
wanna hit
little
it?
ugly,
You want to
too.
hit it or no?
See what he can do with it.
Oh, he hit.
He got the 3 to go.
Yeah, he did. He hit it. Oh,
That was a really good ball, but the
was
10 didn't
yeah.
get hit. And a 10 box to start game 5.
good 10. All right, we got another update on head pin hits. Mike had 5 out of 10 in the 4th game with 2 splits, and Glen had 7 out of 10 with 3 splits. So the last 2 games, Glen has had 8 and 7, 15 out of 20 on the head pin. That's not a bad percentage, 15 out of 20. And now he already has 1 for this game. So
All right, box 2.
another head pin hit.
Head pin hit, and that's
Again.
5 pins last to go for a strike in the 2nd.
Wow. So he's had 17 22.
So Glen's
Head pin
had
hits.
Glen's had quite a few strikes. Can you tell us how many strikes the guys have had?
Yep. Give me a second.
First ball on the fill, he bounces it in, catches a head pin. 7 are down. He's left with a 7, 9, 10.
Glen has had. That's his third strike in a match.
Well, this is interesting.
His third strike in a match.
He's got some wood there that I don't know if he hits that cap. Maybe that'll help.
Maybe. Yeah, he had to play the cap. He had to hit a nose on the other one, I think.
All right. Well, that was a tough leave anyway.
Yeah, it was. It was tough.
And he picked up to 2, so 9 in the fill is 29 through 2.
If he played the right
and
there.
Another 10 bucks for 39 through 3.
Yeah, if he hit that cap like he did the last ball, it might have went. But you know, it's challenging to put the ball in a little spot you want to put it. It's not easy.
Okay, that time he went to the 4 pin, but he got a break. If you want to call it that, he's looking at the middle diamond plus the 10. So 1, 2, 3, 5, and 10. Wood over there between the 5 and 3, I think, might help carry the 10. And he's off to the right, and the 1-3 stayed up, so open in the 4th.
Glen has 14 spares and 3 strikes so far. See Mike.
And a 9 box left the head pin. So 48 through 4.
And Mike has 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He has 10 spares and 1 strike. Yep, 10 spares and 1 strike for Mike in the match.
All right, so Glen that time was on a 2 pin. He's left with a 1, 2, or 1, 3, 7, 10.
Yep.
High-low jack plus a 3 pin.
It gets some wood in the 10 pin, but it's makeable. He splits it. You get right. Yes.
Oh, the 7 pin.
What an effort!
Split it nicely, and for some reason the head pin went in front of the 7 pin, didn't take it out.
What an effort!
And a 10 box for a 58 half.
I see it. Is that a guy down there? Who is that down there?
I'm trying to see that too. We were
ACST
looking.
shirt?
Yeah, we see a bowler down there with an ACST shirt, and I don't recognize who it is offhand.
Are they bowling? Maybe he's bowling match today. I don't know.
I don't know.
Don't know.
We have our little fraternity, I guess.
That's what I asked. Goes to investigating. All right, Mike's up for his first box in the last game.
It's got a long ways to go to catch the total.
Yep.
So far, it's 62. And that's a nice, hot, solid head pin hit with just a 4-7 left.
Yep.
The only thing that worries me about this is a piece of wood right next to the 4 that it could be an obstacle, even though it's to the right.
You
If
want
he
to get inside the 4 pin. Yeah.
needs to be inside the 4 pin.
Yeah, inside the 4. Uh-oh.
Catches the wood, but that's
he got
okay.
it. Yeah,
Carried
he got
it. All right, it worked anyway.
Yep.
Spare in the first for Capone. Nice, precise shot.
Yeah, it was.
And he is now on the fill in box 2, up against 19 box. All right, that's a better fill than he has had in the last couple of spares. That's a 7 fill. 1, 2, 4 left.
Got a good break on the quarter pin that time. He's going to make them all, I think. Being down that many.
And another one.
Yeah, back to back. Yep. Starts off with 2 marks in a row. Starts off with 2 spares in a row for the last game.
All right.
Let's even get 5 in a row here. Right down the line. Right down the line. I've seen Mike do that plenty of times. He's capable.
On the fill.
Head pin.
Left pocket,
There it is.
Brooklyn side.
Oh,
And
nice
that's 9
ball.
in the fill.
Nice
36 through 2, and he's got just a 7 pin with a juicy plank in front of it.
ball. Looks really nice.
As long as he can keep it out of the gutter. And he does.
Yep.
There it goes, 3 in a row.
There you go. Bonus money.
46 in a ball in a third. Mike's coming back with a vengeance here.
Too bad they couldn't make a prize fund for like bonus, like maybe $1 or $2 instead of
There you
$50. Make like $1 or $2. If, you know, who can afford $50? But
Yeah, there you go.
like 3 marks in a row is $1. It's just some money, right?
Yeah, there you go. Head
Another
pin
head
again.
pin hit.
Can you get that 10 to go. All right, 7-10 split.
Well, I thought the 7 was going to go.
8 in the fill, and that puts him at 54 through 3. And he's got a tough one here.
I'd say
The wood may help.
Right, it wouldn't have right on the cap maybe.
Yeah. All right, carries a 10. Open in the 4th.
Good try though.
Near impossible shot unless you can get something dancing off the wall.
Yeah, I mean it's. You know, I do is just spray and pray, as they say.
And a 10 box. Mike's a 64 through 4. Yeah, the 10-pin bowlers almost never make the 7-10 split,
No.
but us Candlepin bowlers make it frequently. But it's all a function of how well the wood is set up.
That's it. 10 pin is never wood, but we have
Right.
wood, so.
So there are 10-pinners.
Oh.
Now we call this the banana split.
Yeah.
I don't know who invented that name, but that's the 4,
6,
6,
7.
10.
Many of you people out there don't know. We call it wood because the wood, when it falls down on the lane, it rolls around. Wood stays there. We call it wood.
It's really plastic,
But
though.
yeah, but there is actually a 2-foot line from the head pin. If it goes beyond that, it gets taken out. We call it wood, but they're plastic pins. But they were wood at one time.
They were.
They were really tough. It was tough.
All right, so Mike will be open in the 5th, but he's
Yep,
got a healthy
yep.
lead here in this string.
Yep.
And he makes a 9 box for a 73 half. Nice half by Mike Capone.
Yep. He made up. He made up
15.
15 pins there.
Well, unfortunately, what you have at the half doesn't matter. It's what you have after 10.
That's right. Yeah. And he's down quite a bit. So I mean, the thing is, Glen's not helping him. Glen's bowling pretty well. I mean.
After his 10-year or so hiatus for bowling, Glen has come back with a vengeance.
Yeah, I mean, he's had a good half, so,
Right, that time he's on the 4-pin, or the 6-pin, I'm sorry, I'm inverting.
He's only had one half on the 15. They're all pretty good halves. So it's hard to come back when you're bowling that well.
The double row, put it to 1-3, and it should go, and it does.
Boom! What a bomb.
That was a textbook example of how you make that spare. You put it in a pocket to the left, and that took it right
1-2
out.
pocket. Boom, that was a
Explosive.
Oh, yeah. Well, he gets, I noticed about his ball. He's very explosive when he's...
And that's the same place he put that one, actually, in the 1-2 pocket.
Yep.
And he's left with a 7 fill for 75 through 6, and the 3, 6, 10.
There's some wood, but...
Very makeable. Little flat.
I'd say toward the right. Oh, well.
No problem.
Yeah, you got it. You got it.
Still throwing about 32 miles an hour. And 2 spares in a row.
Yep, 75.
75 through 6, 85 through, plus this ball through 7.
Yep.
Still going to the left. Missed the head pin, but is left with a 1, 3, 6, and that 7 fill puts him in 92 through 7.
Yeah, got it.
Oh, wow.
Off the
Got a
wall.
break. A little light on the head pin, but he's got the spare anyway. 3 in a row.
Yeah,
He's coming back hard here.
he's got an explosive ball, I've noticed. They just,
102. Again, he's to
another
the
one.
left.
That's like the third time he's had that.
He's putting that ball consistently over in the 1-2 or on the 2. So 7 in the Phillies, a 109 through 8. And again, we're looking at the 136.
Yep. Again, he's had that. Can you get it again?
No.
Oh.
On the 3-pin, he'll be open in box 9. Head pin's a stands alone right now.
Yep. The head, good old, I call that the dreaded head pin.
There you go. And a 119 through 9. So great half so far. Trying to hit that 130 or better. He had a 129 last time.
I think Glen's going to win total. It's not a miracle for Mike.
Pretty much, yeah.
But
Okay, that time he's
Glen's making it tough on Mike to get the game, though.
He's way over in the 2-4 pocket and put down just 5. He's got the 1-3. I want to say 5, 8, and 10.
Yep.
Can go.
A little light.
Hit the object, but a light.
Yep.
So open in the 10th. Looking at the 310, should be makeable. If he gets it, he's at 129. And he does. So a 129 string for Glen. So Glen's bowled quite well today. Well over his 113 average.
He bowled 610. A 5, 610.
All right, so that's not bad. That's a 122 average if I'm doing my math correctly.
Yep.
Easy math for you today, Dan.
Yeah,
That's right.
easy math. I think the
I
way
need easy math.
the way Glen's bowling, I think he's going to be a challenge to beat in the Class B.
Oh yeah,
He's going to be a challenge. He's going to be
he's in first place in his group right now.
He's first place now. He's bowling well, Glen.
All right, Mike's got to get. You put him at 113. All right, Mike needs at least one spare here. And he's not going to have one in the 6. He's got still the 1-8 standing. And they're gone now, so 83 through 6.
Oh, Mike.
And Glen had an onslaught of 3 marks in a row.
Yeah, Mike is up 8 for the game, but Glen's got 2 spares back to back, so.
All right, so if he tens out, he's at 123. He needs a spare, but only one really.
Yep. Oh, wait a minute, working ball. Wait
There
a
we
minute.
go.
Oh, wow.
Slow motion strike.
Wow.
Mike Capone is not ashamed to take that one. A strike is a strike. And that's what he needs.
I always tease Mike. I was like, "Who's your grandfather?" I said, Al Capone. He goes, "No." I always tease because hey, he's a famous gangster,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so on the first fill ball,
Nice.
almost
hit. Nice hit.
bubble. Come on, get that.
Nice
5
hit.
doesn't go down, so 8 in the first ball, 5-10, 5 and dime.
Yeah, I guess some wood though. If he plays it way to the left,
That may work.
yeah, down below the red line on the left, should go.
That's where he's going.
Oh,
No,
the
not
wood
quite. So
kinda-
9 in the fill.
It didn't react that well.
Puts Mike at 102 through 7. And he can pin out of this one.
Yep. Yeah, penalty get a 132.
There it is. There's a 10 box, 112 through 8. So he's only up 3 pins at the moment.
He's 18 pins to win the string. So he needs 2 9 boxes.
It's a mark. He could be looking at a 140 string.
Yep.
All right. Came in on a 3 pin. All right, and that's 6 down.
Yep, 4 spin.
8 pin took its time.
Looks like the 4 pin's kind of tilted. I thought it was going to fall, but. Oh, he tried.
How does that happen? I mean, I'd like to see that in slow motion because it was admittedly a little bit light
I
on the
know.
head
We-
pin,
I-
but
I-
somehow
we-
the 2 pin went, but the 4-7 went down.
I wish we had slow motion replay on this, but we don't have
Micah
that.
probably does.
Yeah, Micah might, yeah.
122 through 9, and
8 bucks to win the match. I mean, to win the string.
Glen's
8
going to
bucks
win total for sure, but
Yep.
Mike can pick up some points here.
Yep. Yeah, he's got to get a 9 to win, 8 to win the string. I know. I'd like to see that slow motion replay just to see.
Well, if you look at some of the posts recently, now Mike was on the 2 pin, took out 5. Micah put up a frame by frame of a strike going down, and that was really interesting. All right, 8 does it,
Yeah,
so
he won the
Mike will
string.
win the string here.
Yeah, he won the string.
There's going to be, what's that, 10 to 4 is where we're going to
Yep,
end
10
up.
to 4, yep.
And with that 9 box, Mike Capone closes with a 131 string to 129, so Mike will take 2 points on game 5. And let's do a little recap here. So it's 10 to 4 in favor of Glen. What do the totals look like?
610 to 554.
Okay, that's a healthy win for Glen on total.
Yeah, 10 points to 4.
And we've got all the head pins and splits marked. So that will be forwarded to Micah to compile.
Yep. Mike
And,
had 5 and 2.
A lot of fun watching this match and working with you, Rick.
Yeah, it was fun. I enjoyed it. It was fun. I always enjoy doing the ACST,
And good bowling by the 2 bowlers, and we'll be seeing you again. So, again, from Ryan's Family Amusements, this is Dan Castle and Rick Santucci. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you on the lane.
Thank you very much.
I appreciate it.
Hey, no problem.